but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. The Niners at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Purdy now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Purdy. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Purdy now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Purdy. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Jake Moody now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll fake it to Conner. Now Murray. This one finds Wilson downfield. And give him a gain of 37.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, And that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
That's caught inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And this is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Now Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. They'll roll him out right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. From the gun on third down, Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Prater's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, something like that neighborhood.
They'll go for a gain of 7. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. On fourth down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Open man is Ayuk, complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. 52 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Taking it about the 1. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. Flushed out right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Now Moody for the PAT. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Niners 21, Cardinals 3.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. With Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. On fourth down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And taken right at the 35. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And they will take over first and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this is caught. That one good for 37 yards. Purdy looking to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Purdy off the play fake. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Cameron Thomas. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Niners continue to pull away here in this first half. Moody good with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Purdy to throw it on first down. And that is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On second down, McCaffrey. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
A second down throw for Purdy. They'll find Ayuk open right side. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Moore, the motion man right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers
being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in the game, it's already pretty well decided. Well, that's another question. Nevertheless,
Jonathan Coachman.
let's get you back out
away, Coach.
to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On second down, here's Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Murray again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Here's Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if...
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rondale Moore from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cutting. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described, a defense that understood.
Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
There he goes, right side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here's Purdy.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one. First down, here's Mitchell.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. That one goes for 8 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Samuel.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. And that's off the left upright, but it caroms right in. How about that? The kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner, except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Shotgun now for Murray. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Got a man here. It's Wilson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray.
He's got the connection to Moore.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 49ers' 31-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. And his throw is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Play fake. Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep, and here's Murray off play action.
And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Murray now. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Wilson from 6 yards away. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play. I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete there to Moore. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Murray's got to have this one. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray to air it out again. He's going to look deep for Moore. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. A give running left. It's McCaffrey.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The extra point try now for Moody.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Purdy.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
2nd and 10.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 160 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
And he is going to have a Niners 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, They certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance